They've been through some tough times, and it's hard not to question everything. It breaks my heart to think this might never have happened if I wasn't living this life. The wedding was in Miami at a friend's beautiful home by the canal. It was a stunning venue with around 250 guests, her family, my family, and some friends. The wedding was crazy but beautiful, held outdoors with a gorgeous ceremony. She looked stunning, and I have to say, I looked pretty good too. Even though it was February, it felt like the middle of summer in Miami. The celebration kicked off around 2 p.m. and lasted until 5 o'clock the next morning. Paparazzi were everywhere, trying to snap pictures and film over the fence. Despite the chaos, it was an incredible experience, filled with joy and a bit of sadness as I saw tears in her eyes when we got married. I cried too because I couldn't believe it. We were deeply in love. Now, let's shift gears and dive into the drama surrounding Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
You understand what I'm saying? And they're used to me traveling and Jennifer traveling, and we Skype all the time, and trying to maintain that presence. They're still young, you know what I mean?
Do you love Jennifer?
I'll always love Jennifer. Yeah. I always love Jennifer. She knows it.
After months of speculation, it looks like the two are calling it quits. Have you ever wondered why J-Lo's relationships always seem to end in disaster? Well, Marc Anthony and A-Rod think they have the answers, and they're spilling secrets about what really goes on behind closed doors. The Jenny from the block. We thought we knew might be hiding a darker side, and her exes are ready to tell the world. Rumor has it that J-Lo and Ben are splitting up their $60 million mansion with no prenup in sight. This breakup isn't just about broken hearts, it's about some serious money, but that's just the tip of the iceberg in the celebrity drama. So what's really at stake here?
It's not the end of that. This is not a funeral, this is not a burial, this is not, you understand, this is just two people who came together and just realized, you know what I'm saying, that it wasn't sustainable the way it was, and that's that.
But it wasn't one thing. It wasn't American Idol. It wasn't her working out there. It wasn't.
I think anybody will tell you, how I supported her, from day one.
J-Lo's love might not cost a thing, but her divorces are another story entirely. We're about to dig into the drama, the dollars, and the dirt that's emerging about Jenny from the block. Did J-Lo just pull a fast one on Ben Affleck? The buzz is real, and Marc Anthony and A-Rod are spilling the tea on Jennifer's love life. Trust me, it's not all glitz and glam. Let's start with Marc Anthony, J-Lo's ex-husband, and the father of her twins. Word on the street is he's not exactly thrilled with how things are playing out in J-Lo's love life. And honestly, who could blame him? The guy's trying to raise kids in the middle of all this Hollywood drama. They're used to both him and Jennifer traveling a lot, staying connected through Skype and other means. But this roller coaster of relationships isn't easy on the kids. Marc says he'll always love Jennifer, and she knows that. But sources say Marc has been watching J-Lo's relationship, ups and downs, with a mix of frustration and concern. It's not just about her jumping from one high-profile romance to another. It's about how all this attention affects their kids. Imagine being a teenager and seeing your mom's love life splashed across every tabloid and gossip site. Not exactly easy, right? Apparently, Marc has reached his breaking point with J-Lo's latest reunion with Ben Affleck. When Bennifer 2.0 hit the scene, everyone was all about the hearts and flowers, but Marc was seeing red flags. For 7 years, Marc and Jennifer were the ultimate Hollywood power couple. But just 6 weeks ago, they shocked everyone by announcing their divorce. Marc has been escaping his reality by hitting the road on his new motorcycle, which he calls his little retreat. According to Marc, the reason behind the breakup is simple. Their marriage just wasn't working anymore. They both saw it coming, so it wasn't a huge shock. But the hardest part was explaining it to their twins, Max and Emmy. Marc is still going to be their dad no matter what, and the kids are handling it as best as they can. This isn't the end, it's not a funeral or a burial, just two people who realized their relationship wasn't sustainable. Now, he's worried that all this back and forth is messing with the kids' sense of stability. And let's be real, kids need stability like fish need water. You might think Marc and J-Lo have this co-parenting thing down, but guess what? This Bennifer situation is putting some serious strain on their relationship. It's like trying to keep a house of cards standing in a windstorm. Marc reportedly feels like J-Lo is prioritizing her love life over the kids' well-being, and that's causing some major tension between the exes. This drama isn't just affecting their personal lives. It's spilling over into J-Lo's career too. J-Lo's been working on a big project called S3X, the greatest love story never told, but it might end up being asterisk. The greatest disaster story ever told asterisk. if things keep going this way. Why? Because apparently J-Lo is having a hard time getting other celebs to work with her on it. The biggest blow came when Anthony Ramos, the rising star from ***** in the Heights, reportedly turned down a role in J-Lo's project. That's got to hurt. But here's the kicker. Rumor has it that Ramos cited J-Lo's relationship with Marc as the reason for passing. This rejection led to a heated conversation between J-Lo and Marc. Can you imagine that phone call? Now let's talk about A-Rod, remember him? J-Lo's ex-fiancé, the baseball star. Well, he's not just sitting on the sidelines watching this Bennifer drama unfold. Nope, he's got some thoughts, and they're not exactly warm and fuzzy. Word on the street is that A-Rod is feeling pretty salty about how things went down with J-Lo. Can you blame him? One minute he's planning a wedding, the next he's watching J-Lo reunite with her ex on every magazine cover. That's gotta sting. But here's where it gets interesting. Sources close to A-Rod are saying he thinks J-Lo might have played Ben. Yeah, you heard that right. A-Rod reportedly believes J-Lo took advantage of Ben's feelings. It's like he's saying, been there, done that. Think about it. A-Rod was with J-Lo for years. He knows her better than most. So when he's hinting that she might not be as invested in this relationship as Ben is, people are paying attention. Is A-Rod onto something, or is this just a case of sour grapes? A-Rod isn't just talking to his buddies about this. He's taking it to social media. After J-Lo filed for divorce from Ben, A-Rod posted something that got everyone talking. He shared a cryptic message. You either go one way or the other, you might as well be the one deciding the direction. Now, he didn't mention J-Lo by name, but come on, the timing, the wording, it's pretty clear who he's talking about. Sources are saying A-Rod's not just watching this drama unfold, he's enjoying it. Yeah, you read that right. One insider even said A-Rod feels like karma has done her job. Ouch, that's some serious shade. It's like A-Rod is sitting back, grabbing the popcorn, and watching J-Lo's love life implode. Is it petty? Maybe. But can you really blame the guy? He went from planning a future with J-Lo to watching her jump back into Ben's arms faster than you can say Jenny from the block. And get this, A-Rod reportedly described the time after his breakup with J-Lo as the worst year of his life. But why is A-Rod so convinced that J-Lo's not being genuine with Ben? Well, it might have something to do with how quickly she moved on. A-Rod's perspective on all this drama is pretty interesting. He's painting a picture of J-Lo as someone who jumps from relationship to relationship, always looking for the next big thing. And let's not forget Johnny Noah, J-Lo's first husband. He's been spilling some serious tea lately, saying J-Lo only truly loves one person, herself. Ouch, that's a pretty harsh claim, right? But wait, it gets even juicier. He's been quoted saying she went from Jen to being J-Lo, this big business bringing in millions. He didn't hold back. Owani was never really sold on their picture-perfect marriage. He said, I wish her and Ben the best, but I'm not convinced it will last. He continued, I think she's someone who will be married 7 or 8 times. I can't see her ever settling down with one person. She pushes herself to constantly go forward in her professional life, which is why she's had a 3-decade career, but she also moves on in her private life. We've heard from the exes, but now it's time to talk about the breakup that's got everyone buzzing. It's J-Lo and Ben's first wedding anniversary. Most couples are popping champagne and cutting cake, right? Well, not these two. Instead, they're filing for divorce. Remember how everyone was speculating about when they actually split? Well, the divorce papers spilled the tea. The separation date was April 26, 2024. That means they'd been living separate lives for months before making it official. I guess happily ever after had an expiration date. You'd think 2 Hollywood heavyweights would have an ironclad prenup, right? Wrong. These lovebirds flew into marriage without a financial safety net. And in California, where they filed, that means everything they earned during their marriage gets split down the middle. Speaking of splitting things, let's talk about that $60 million mansion they bought together. You know, the one with more bathrooms than your entire